Hi, my name's Will, and I've been traveling the world for the last 8 months. I've traveled all over Asia and over Europe, and I want to talk to you about how traveling while working out is very tough. I'm going to film this during my squat rest session before I have to do another squat and make this quick and concise. I think a lot of people don't understand how tough it is, and it's easy for them to sit on their armchair in the US and say, oh, it's not that bad, no excuses. But there's so many factors that I didn't realize that you need to do while traveling and working out. Getting in protein is very difficult. So you have to pack a big tub of whey protein to get it in. Every country is different. Something like Egypt is going to have different food than Greece. Um, there's also a gym. So you have to find a gym and then commute to it. In Aswan, Egypt, the hostel I was staying was turns out to be on the other side of the river bank. And so I had to spend about 20, 30 minutes walking to the riverbank, dealing with all the hustles and hustlers trying to sell me stuff, and then haggle a good price for a boat across, then walk around until I found a gym. So there's certain areas like Luxor or Aswan where there's just a lot of things that are more difficult. There's infinitely more factors at play. Um, when I scheduled my travel plans in certain countries, it would be like 3 or 4 days, sometimes 2 days per city. And when you factor in tours and stuff like that, there really isn't much time to go to the gym. Some gyms close after sunset in certain countries, or it just didn't feel safe for me to walk around in the dark alone on dirt roads in certain places. So all those things together combine to make it so that sometimes I dropped a day of tourism where I would have gone on a tour, but well, I had to hit the gym in the day and it sucks, but there you go. And sure, if you're on a 2 week vacation, you can take off for a bit. But when you're not and you constantly travel, you can't really say, oh, I can skip the gym today. Then you have to factor in, oh, I'm staying and spending more for this extra time in the gym and to get in my whey protein. And that doesn't taste good. Like my trainer and I came up with ideas to make it more helpful, but now I'm carrying around a portable smoothie blender, which is bulky as well. It takes up more space in my suitcase. And certain countries don't necessarily sell frozen fruit at all in the grocery store, so I can't really blend it. So sometimes I'm just stuck there drinking the whey protein powder, and that stuff doesn't taste good. So it takes me a long time to get it down. So I ended up spending more time just going out, finding lots of chicken already cooked and buying it and trying to find that affordably. That can take up an hour or two just looking around for restaurants, and then eating it and then processing and eating all that chicken. So all that just takes up so much time. And so I think it's so easy for someone who's never done it to just say, oh, no excuses, get it done. But in reality, that's how it is. And I think it kind of breaks down this idea or dream of, oh, you're the travel influencer traveling around the world. And you see a lot of these people who are just constantly traveling, constantly enjoying their lives. They seem to have it all figured out. Money, they're constantly traveling to these exotic places. They have a thriving social media, Instagram account, and they seem to be fit. But when you really look closer at these people, some of them I follow, Sunray, Lost LeBlanc, I don't really think that they are truly exercising that much. They're just slightly fit. And therefore, having or doing it all is kind of this dream that's very hard to juggle, and very few people, if not everyone, gets it done. And I had to find this out the hard way, but I'm glad I found it out because now I realize, unlike many people who are still chasing this impossible dream, I realize it's much easier and more practical to just have a real job with a home base in a real country and actually get some consistent fitness going. I'm back in the US briefly, and it is much easier. I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's much easier.